I wonder if this one will be not lame.
Oh, has there been a single state of play that wasn't just kind of boring?
Yeah, they too tend to be pretty boring.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they used to have pretty cool E3 live shows. I say that, but then I think about all the previous, like, Sony E3s, and I'm like,
Sony hasn't even done E3 in, like, 3 years.
Yeah, but I think back to, like, the ones long ago. I always remember the one where they announced, like, Dead Island 2.
It's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago. That game never came out. Yeah. I think that was also when they showed off, like, Little Big Planet 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember the last time I got excited at Sony Direct was, well, not Direct, one of their E3s, they announced the Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Right.
This last time I remember being excited at one.
I remember the one where they announced the Crash Bandicoot remakes were pretty cool.
That was kind of neat, yeah. It was really funny when they're like, but first he'll be in Skylanders, and then it's just silence. Yeah. That was funny. Any expectations? I don't know. Final Fantasy 16? Will we see that?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll see some more 16.
Or 7 Remake 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Something Final Fantasy, I feel like it's going to happen.
Maybe we'll finally see that Final Fantasy 9 remake.
9's getting a remake? Oh yeah, we talked about that ages ago.
There was, like, leaks about it and stuff.
That's an odd one to remake, honestly.
Yeah. You know what I want to see? Maybe some new IPs that don't look generic.
Yeah, like, I want to be excited about new IPs, but they're all just third-person shooters.
Yeah, they're like third-person shooters that are also open world. It's just like, you know, it's Far Cry, but zombies. And I'm like, that is the most generic thing you could have possibly said to me. That, like, could you come up with anything more exciting than that, please? At least make it vampires. You know?
How about they make it zombies and just call them vampires, like they did in all, like, the zombie movies before Night of the Living Dead?
Oh, I hate that.
Actually, no, wait, they don't even call them zombies in Night of the Living Dead, they call them ghouls.
Yeah.
I wonder who called them zombies first, actually.
The one with the mall?
Yeah, that's the sequel to Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, so probably.
Yeah, that one. I think that was it. Well, it's starting now.
Oh boy. Oh my god,
it's the PS5. PlayStation 5. I have a PS5.
I was gonna say you lucky bastard, but I don't even want one that bad.
Yeah, I played Ratchet and Clank on it, and then I haven't touched it since. It's been collecting
I want
dust.
one to play, like, Death Stranding Director's Cut. But I could wait. Oh, what's this?
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
Wait, oh, do you think this is a RE4 remake?
Oh yeah, it might be. No, it's Netflix. No, it is Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4.
Yeah,
Resident 4.
Okay. I mean, we all know that this is existing.
I can tell from the Spanish music and those, the forest.
This is the only thing with zombies in it that I will accept.
See, the thing about Resident Evil 4 is it's, like, the best game ever, so how do you remake it?
By doing something completely different.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's just, like, an alternate story where it's just, like, what could have happened, you know, then that could be interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I hope they do. If they play it straight, it's gonna be kind of like, well, why does this need to exist?
Yeah. Look at this. This looks spookier than... I don't know. Resident 4 has a great atmosphere, but it kind of loses that pretty fast. After, like, the village, it's kind of becomes schlock.
Yeah.
You will receive our most sacred body.
If they go with a more spooky supernatural approach, like they had with, like, early betas, that could be interesting.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Got nothing out of that trailer other than the visuals look a bit darker.
Yeah, the problem with that is just that it's been leaked so long ago. We've known about it for so long, you know, that it's not a big surprise.
For a second.
Oh, it's so weird seeing these, like Ashley there and.
Yeah.
It can be different.
Oh, that's.
It has to.
No. Hey, release date and everything.
Yeah, next year.
Oh, sweet. I played Resident Evil 4 VR, by the way. It's really good.
State of Play returns.
So it looks like that will have support for VR as well.
Updates to share with you today. And thanks to Capcom for kicking it off with Resident Evil 4, coming to PS5 with PlayStation VR2 content.
I'm even annoyed it's just called Resident Evil 4 and not remake.
4 games in development for PlayStation VR2.
Oh, is this Village DLC?
I'm assuming it's VR.
Oh, okay.
Now,
You know,
let's take a look at him.
makes sense.
Wow. Well, Ethan Winters.
Because I know Sony's coming out with their
You
like
escaped
PlayStation
my
VR
little
2,
brother's
so they're
idiot
trying to hype that up, which makes a lot of
Let's
sense.
see how special you
PlayStation VR was really good when it came out because it was just so much cheaper than everything else.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I couldn't see myself buying it over like something like Oculus Quest now.
Yeah.
Or any PC one, just because Half-Life Alyx exists. So unless that gets a console port.
Yeah. The big problem with like trying to advertise VR to people too is that like you can't really sell anybody on it. They have to try it themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And since people don't really go to like, you know, kiosks at Best Buy or whatever to try out stuff these days,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to sell.
Well, that sure was VR.
Yes.
Looks like it was just going to be similar like controls and stuff to RE4 VR.
Yeah. And probably 7.
You,
Yeah.
of all people, have the audacity to question me? You, who emerged from the putrid waters of the bayou.
Look, more
Zombie
zombies.
gamer.
Under our righteous gaze
Okay,
and
everything they've shown so far is zombies in it.
demon in the night.
I literally start this off before show with like complaining about too much zombie shit. And all I'm getting is zombie shit.
You, who have brought nothing but
This looks like an okay horror game looking at it though.
Sure.
See, I like zombies. They're overplayed.
Yeah. Personally, I absolutely hate zombies. And I'm not gonna like shit on people who like zombies. If you like zombies, that's fine. You know, it's not gonna like say that you're bad for liking zombies or anything. That's silly. I just don't like them, and there's so much of it. So it's like anytime they show up a zombie thing for me, I'm just like, well, I don't want this.
They've calmed down in recent years. Like it's a Walking Dead sequel game. Okay.
Yeah.
I never played Saints and Sinners. That's supposed to be actually a really good VR game. I've heard good things about that. So.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen like web videos and shit of it. Of people just walking around and killing random NPCs.
Wow, they're really pushing to VR, huh?
Yeah. See, the PS5 might not have any games, but they're gonna make sure that the PSVR has games. Is this just... I'm trying to remember the name. This is... No Man's Sky, right?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I was...
I didn't know that Sky had guns now.
I just forgot the name for a minute. Yeah, I was like, this is No Man's Sky.
I didn't know it had guns.
Yeah. I know they promised that before it came out.
There was like 5 people working on that game. I feel really bad for those devs, honestly. They got shat on so hard when it's like, I don't think they promised that much, to be honest, but I don't know.
A lot of the promises were stuff that people put in their own heads, that's true.
Yeah.
You're switching with me.
I'm assuming this is like a Horizon VR experience sort of thing.
Yeah. Why are they all dressed like jesters?
That's just how people dress in the Horizon universe.
Okay. I thought they were cavemen.
Well, yeah, they dress as like clowns.
Had me released from prison. But why? Redemption is still possible, Reyes. Climb the mountain.
I wonder how expansive this is actually gonna be.
Find out why the machines are attacking.
Because this is definitely like a standalone thing.
But is it just like a 3-hour thing where you walk around and fight some guys and then it's over?
Yeah. Is it like a big tech demo or is it like an actual full game?
Yeah.
Because I'd be surprised if it's a full game considering they just released Forbidden West.
This could be like being outsourced to another dev, maybe.
I think it said Gorilla on the thing.
Oh yeah, I think it did. Okay. Ah. Interesting.
But maybe they just technically own the license or something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought Sony would own the license. So.
Who knows?
Now.
Okay, Call of the Mountain. It's just going to take place on a mountain.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is going to be like smaller in scope.
Hi, I'm Ben McCaw, Narrative Director at Guerrilla. I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain.
This guy's got like Germa hair.
To PlayStation VR 2. We're also happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including New Game Plus, will be available to download on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 today.
Wow.
Yeah, the update makes it so that when you launch the game, it starts Elden Ring instead.
Wow.
Ultra hard difficulty.
Oh boy.
I mean, this looks like a nice update.
Oh yeah, you know. Good for replay or whatever.
For all the 20 people who played it.
Please check out PlayStation Blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank you for your continued support, and please stay tuned for more updates to come.
We're gonna
Get ready.
get
PlayStation
crushed by
6 is coming to
Yeah, we're
PC.
getting crushed by him.
Wait, did they said
A
PC?
PlayStation fan favorite.
It's
Did
coming
they
to
say PS3?
PC?
These past few years, sacrificing so much and asking for nothing.
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man
Oh, cool.
who can make
Coming to
the
PC?
hardest
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you really need two of
So we
those?
can mod it to play as, like, something stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
You play as Waluigi now.
Oh, wonderful. Waluigi's swinging around.
You can't just push people around like that.
Spider-Man was good. I played back ages ago now. How old is this now? But let's get around to playing that Miles Morales. I don't know. I'll wait till I get a PS5 in 7 years.
Your clothes on the kitchen floor?
As you know, the PS3 has no games.
Oh, is this that Cats game?
It's the cat game, yeah, it's straight.
Oh, we haven't seen that in a while, have we?
Robot is scared.
Of Cat.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm giggling. It's just the cat walking around. Wow, can you even knock shit over? This is a great cat simulator. This is the game we need.
It definitely looks better than most of the stuff they've shown so far.
AAA cat simulator.
I think this is technically just high budget indie.
Oh.
But it's so hard to tell nowadays. Because like Kenya Bridge of Spirits was, you know, technically indie.
It's I don't it's technically not indie if you have a like I don't know, is Sony publishing this? Oh no, it's published by someone else. Annapurna Interactive. Who knows?
Like I said, high budget, high profile.
Explore a
indie.
mysterious cyber city in Stray, coming to PS5 and PS4 July 19th. PlayStation Plus Extra members and higher can download Stray at no extra cost when it launches next month.
Interesting.
Up next, 3 games that will get your heart racing.
Are they going to be racing games?
Yeah,
or scary games?
Gonna be PlayStation a la carte Battle Royale.
Oof.
Yeah.
That guy's uniform said BIP.
This reminds me of like Prey.
Take a look outside.
Yeah. It is maybe be another Alien game?
Maybe.
Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there.
It's Dead Space?
It might be Dead Space. I know they were remaking Dead Space.
Yeah. But this doesn't look like Dead Space 1. I was like thinking Dead Space 4 for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
Scary.
More zombies. But at least they're like weird alien zombies.
Yeah, this looks... is this Dead Space 4? Is that happening?
I mean, it might be.
Or just another sci-fi
It
horror
could just be a
game?
new IP.
Yeah.
Gives me chills every time.
Listo. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's just a new IP.
Okay. Sci-fi
Fair
horror is
enough.
fun.
Once again, there's more zombies. Just because you reskinned them doesn't mean they're not zombies. Oh, I remember this game. We saw it last year.
In the year
Did we?
2030,
I think we did.
a new blood sport grips the globe.
Maybe it just has a very similar art style.
Yeah, this looks like that game where you were in the desert driving around.
Yes, that's the one I was talking about.
That game came out, I think.
Oh, okay. So this is just a game with like the same art style.
Holy shit, it's roller skating third-person shooter. That's awesome.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do like the visual style.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
That other game also looked good. The one from last year.
Yeah, I can't remember its name.
But I didn't really pick it up because the gameplay didn't look interesting at all. I was like, you know, the environments might look cool, but if all I'm doing in them is walking around them, then I don't really care, you know?
Yeah.
This looks pretty cool. I love shooters with high emphasis on movement and stuff.
Oh yeah. It's like brilliant, yeah.
It's like, you know, a Jet Set Radio mixed with like a shooter. Genius.
Sometimes I wonder if things will ever be normal again.
Oh god, anime.
It's anime.
Lost an arm.
That's very common in anime.
Oh my god, he's got super arm now.
Now he's 3D anime.
Oh my god, there's a day in the top right. What is this, Persona?
It's the Persona 3 remake. It's nothing like Persona 3.
The world hasn't ended yet. It's not hopeless. I won't let anyone else get hurt!
This game's so purple. Holy shit, he's got a motorcycle and a sword? A sword arm?
Oh, ew. I'm going to miss them.
There's a hold hand quick time
I look
event.
forward to seeing what you can do.
Usually I don't mind generic anime stuff, but this was extremely generic anime.
I mean, it was, but also he was riding on a motorcycle with a sword arm, so that makes up for anything.
I suppose ripping off Final Fantasy VII will make up for everything.
Action games and dating sims collide in Eternites, coming to PS5 and PS4 next year. Let's check back in with Capcom for a new look at an upcoming heavy hitter.
Okay, what's this gonna be?
The one girl on the top right of that looked like Chara from Undertale. Oh, is this that Dino Crisis game that's not Dino Crisis? Or is this a different game? They said Capcom,
Oh,
right?
is this Street Fighter 6?
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
We can finally see Wide Ryu up close.
Wide Ryu.
When you go looking for strength,
and Skinny Ken.
It's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
Man, I just hope they have Sakura at launch this time.
Okay then, hope you're ready to begin. If you want to start off on the right foot in this city, hit the streets. Yeah, hey there, do this. Never feel loose.
It's open world Street Fighter game.
Is it?
I think it is.
Wait, is this a Final Fight game?
No, it's definitely Street Fighter. Because that guy was from the thing.
Universe.
I mean, I guess you're right, isn't you? I mean, they showed off the Street Fighter 6 logo, so I'm assuming it's Street Fighter.
Okay,
not
so Street Fighter 6 is just gonna be really weird. Okay. Just walking
I mean,
around.
like, if it's like half beat 'em up, half fighting game, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you could do that unless it was like Tekken, you know? Where it's a 3D fighting game. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do like a 3D beat 'em up.
Hey, that guy's from 3D.
I mean, I guess you could make it just a 2D beat 'em up that's also a fighting game. That could work. Or maybe it's just a fighting game, and we're just being crazy.
He was clearly walking around and shoryukening stuff outside.
That's what I'm saying, you know?
Alright, yeah, this looks fine. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty, but it's kind of hard to tell how a fighting game plays, just how it looks. You know, you gotta feel it.
I think this looks pretty good overall.
Oh yeah, this presentation's this is gorgeous. I like the paint splashing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Street Fighter 4 made everything have like a calligraphy style.
Right.
It's like that, but more colorful.
This is our destiny. My secret art.
Fighting Ground Battle Hub Street Fighter 6. Oh look, they updated the logo.
Oh good.
Thank goodness.
Oh, maybe it'll just be something like the menu in like Blaze Blue where you walk around.
Right, where you walk around. Yeah, that could be it.
But you could also beat stuff up in that menu for fun.
Yeah.
That was your first look at Street Fighter 6 gameplay. Mark your calendars. It comes to
Really
PS5
curious about the
and
roster.
PS4 in 2023. Now it's time for two indie adventures arriving.
Tunic's
later
already
this year.
out.
Yeah, but it's not out on PlayStation, I'm assuming.
Ah.
This did already come out on PC. I heard it was really good.
Oh yeah, people love Tunic.
Yeah. I've been meaning to get up to it eventually.
It's like a 2D Zelda game.
Yeah, it's an action-adventure Souls-like.
It's a Souls-like.
Yeah, it's a Souls-like.
Why is everything yeah.
From what I've seen and heard, it's not too, like, far off from Death's Door, which was also, like, an action-adventure Souls-like.
Okay.
You know, it's like a mix between top-down Zelda and, like, some bit of Dark Souls.
Okay.
You gotta keep in mind, like, Dark Souls is also just, like, what if Zelda was an RPG?
Yeah, it's just Ocarina of Time with some RPG elements.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's just laying down. Oh my gosh, bicycle!
She set out to record life at the end of this season. To make it real for people in the future.
she asked us about living together.
This looks like a plot-driven indie game.
We asked her about traveling alone.
Looks neat.
When the season turns, what
I hope the
mean?
bike has physics and you could fall over. That could actually just be fun.
That could be nice. I can't really think of that many games where you actually can ride a bicycle.
Yeah!
She carries the sounds of the season.
I'm generally trying to think of one. I mean, of course, there's like crap like Pokemon, but that's not riding like a bike. It's just you going fast.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all the ones I could think of are like motorbikes or, you know...
The way she listens.
Yeah, there's probably like shovelware BMX games out there.
Yeah.
I got to look in her journal. The world was telling her its secrets. I think she even figured out what will happen to us when the season ends.
This looks chill.
Is it going? Is it gone?
Not yet.
Okay.
That looked cool.
Neato.
世界中のゲーマーの皆さん、こんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの
Oh, hey, 16 news?
長らくお待たせいたしましたが、いよいよファイナルファンタジー16の最新情報をお届けする日がやってまいりました。最新のトレーラーとともにインタビューなども始まりますので、ぜひそちらも楽しみにお待ちください。今、世界には本当に様々な困難があります。僕らゲーム開発者にはゲームを一生懸命作るということしかできません。ゲームというエンターテインメントを通じてゲーマーの皆さんが心の底から楽しめる時間を提供していきたいと思ってます。それでは最新のトレーラーをどうぞ。
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it has an RPG plot.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
A HUD.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Wow, this one's really fantasy looking, even by Final Fantasy standards.
Yeah.
I fight the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow.
I'm sure the combat will be better than 15, but that's like the lowest bar you could possibly pass.
If I take the field.
Because 15 unironically had the worst combat I've ever played in a video game. Well, you know, an actual action game. It was insultingly bad. Mario 64 had better combat.
No way.
Yeah.
15 had some really fun bosses, even if the moment-to-moment combat was pretty lame.
I never made it to a boss. The game was so bad I couldn't continue playing.
Oh man, I got all these summons and stuff.
I can't really tell what's going on.
To be fair, that's most Final Fantasy combat, just seeing it. It's just flashy lights.
No, usually there's a menu and I select options from it.
Well, those are clearly just a summon animation after you selected your summon, because it just had like Mega Flare, you know?
Yeah.
Showing off their flashy animations. You know, they always treat the summons as these big thing when it's like, you could just like buy like summon materia on Final Fantasy VII at the supermarket.
Awaken, if freed.
Okay, nice to see that. been a while.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap. Don't forget to visit PlayStation's
That's
blog
it.
to learn even
That
more
was the
about today's
ending.
announcements. See you next time.
By still play standards, that was solid.
It was okay. It was better than an average one, but compare it to like E3 stuff, I'd say that was a big flop. Because you gotta remember, this was their E3, you know, showcase. And all they had was Resident Evil 4 Remake, right? And then a new trailer for Final Fantasy 16. And then some VR stuff and some indie stuff.
Yeah.
And like one of their big announcements was Spider-Man's coming to PC.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
It's like, well, that doesn't make me excited to buy a PlayStation now, does it?
That one Callisto game, that's one to look like Dead Space. I can get behind that.
I guess that was okay. But that's another thing. Like, everything else they showed off was zombie stuff. And that specifically doesn't appeal to me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the Final Fantasy 16 trailer did nothing for me personally. That did not, like, take away any of my worries from that game at all.
Yeah.
It still looks not great.
I don't think that looks bad at all. I just give me a nice thing where you explain the combat, and we'll see if it's not just flashy nonsense. Because I mean, 15's combat was hold down a button to do stuff.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like, it doesn't even matter how good 16's combat is gonna be. It's not gonna be what I want, so therefore it's already bad objectively. You know? It's like, you're just not giving me what I want, so therefore you're already a failure.
I've accepted that Final Fantasy is goofy and weird with its combat, and that's fine. Whatever.
So you're just like, oh yeah, it's bad, so it's fine.
No, because I know I actually liked 15's combat most of the time. Occasionally it was really lame.
It was horrendous. It was straight up unplayable.
And 7 Remake's very fun. 7's Remake feels like ATB, honestly. You just kind of are moving and attacking while it's charging still. I don't know. That made a nice compromise. But yeah,
it's like, well, the problem with like the hybrid system is that you don't get the good strategy elements from actual turn-based combat, but then you don't get the fun elements from actual action combat, and both come off half-assed and shitty.
Yeah, but you could be something like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts pulls it off, like something like that.
Kingdom Hearts is not hybrid; it's just an action combat, but you have to go through a menu.
Yeah.
So it still gives you all the options you'd have in a JRPG, but in an action RPG setting.
Yeah.
You know, it's like selecting ability in Kingdom Hearts is really not that different from pressing down on the D-pad while playing Dark Souls to select a consumable item to use, you know?
Yeah.
It's just Dark Souls does it better, but you know. You know, Kingdom Hearts is also like good. I mean, like, the thing is, like, the problem with the Kingdom Hearts is like menu system is that late game you're gonna have too much shit in there, and so you're basically just limited to what did I put on my hot like quick select bar, you know?
Yeah.
So you really only get 4 abilities. You know.
Well, you know, you can panic and dig through your menus, and that replicates the terror of like late game ATB combat, where it's like, oh, shit, I gotta go select my spells before the enemy has already attacked me the 5th time.
Yeah, but that only like you only get that feeling in ATB though if you have it set to active and not wait. You know.
True. That's why active's fun.
Yeah.
Because it's terrifying.
If you set it to wait, then it's just regular turn-based, but with more waiting, which is what most people do, which is why people then are like, turn-based combat's bad because they only ever tried a game with ATB, and ATB is like the worst one.
I like ATB, but only like 2 games that made it work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see whatever 16's up to. I don't know. I like the visuals at least, but that's a given for a Final Fantasy game. They pump so much freaking money into those.
Yeah. It's just also one of those things where it's like Final Fantasy visuals at this point don't feel that much higher than the rest of the crowd, right? Like they're not that impressive anymore in comparison, you know? It's like Resident Evil looks better, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of particle effects. That is all they can do at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't have any faith in that game being good. After 15 was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think its development's going to be as messy as 15's, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be better, but like I said, it's like being better than 15 is the lowest possible bar you can achieve, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's going to be better. Like, that's just a given, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the level design will be really good, and maybe the combat will actually be fun enough that it being an action RPG won't bug me.
Yeah.
Because it'll at least be a good action RPG.
I'm looking at info about some other stuff that was announced. Apparently, Capcom said Resident Evil 4 Remake will feature a reimagined story.
That's nice.
So, curious.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching our reaction and stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, right? Maybe.
Yeah, it was a fine state of play.
I guess it was better than their average ones, but for like an E3 showcase, it was pretty meh.
Yeah. Well, look forward. Is Summer Games Fest before E3?
There is no E3.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
This was their E3. This was technically a part of Summer Games Fest.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Keighley claimed it somehow.
I forgot there was no E3.
Yeah, Summer Games Fest is happening a week from today.
Okay.
Yeah. And
so, look forward to that.
And then I know Xbox and Nintendo hasn't announced the Direct yet, but they'll have one sometime this month. So.
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. Holy cow. Look at those Final Fantasies and those Resident Evils and all those zombie games.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.